blah blah. So we missed a lot of My Hero last time as far as recapping.
We only missed, like, what, 4 episodes?
4 episodes. I guess the main gist of it was training goes to Hoshu City. Or at least it was meant to go into Shibuya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Tokyo.
Right. So I guess, like, long story short, fighting Hoshu City. Kyo Stain is there. It looked like you want to say something.
I do. I feel this week's episode is something that we could kind of just gloss over and then kind of talk about the episodes that we missed.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay.
Because there's way more in that.
This was like the latest episode that just came out was like more of a recovery episode / the significance of Stain. But the past episodes before that we hadn't covered was essentially building up to the fight with Stain, which was like definitely one of the biggest highlights of the season, right next to the fight with Midoriya and Todoroki.
Is it the same season?
Same season, yeah. Still the same season. So I guess by the looks of it, they're going to keep it going until well, I guess it gets into spoiler territory from there. But looks like they're covering like maybe 3 arcs, I would say. So like the tournament arc, Stain's arc, and then something extra is what it looks like.
I would hope it's only 2. That they end the season with this next one.
I think that's pretty fair. It's been going on for a while, and I think like with the pacing, they're pretty good for now, and they can move on to the next thing.
I'm emo.
Calm down, Sasuke. Maybe like with time you can grow the hair out so you can cover your what was it called? The eye.
The Jugon?
Not Jugon. That's Bortos. Okay, that's an entirely different thing. So, what did you want to cover in like the whole Stain arc?
How quickly everything happened.
It did happen.
Like there's a point when we were watching and you're just like, oh my god, that happened so fast. And I'm like, imagine that in real time, because there was a point in it where everything kind of slowed down. Like, this is what this character's thinking. This is what this character's thinking.
Sure, yeah.
Big action.
Big action. Even then, you gotta like have time for like dialogue to come in there. Mm-hmm. Where like, if you actually did say that in real time, it'd be like Todoroki being like, "Look properly. What do you want?" And Lita's like, "Oh my god, what did you want to say? What do you want to say?"
I can't move, but I'm controlling you. I would hope to see more stuff like that in animes. Things happen in real time where it's like, I'm trying to give a speech. Oh god, no, stop. Okay, stop hitting me. I'm giving a speech.
I think that's definitely like fourth wall breaking that you'd find in like some kind of comedy, I would say. I think that's such a trope that's like so embedded into like, I would say like anime specifically, that they are not really going to be willing to part with unless they're doing it for comedic purposes. So yeah, we'll still see that. They do that for Naruto. They even do that for Dragon Ball. So it's just a part of like anime culture, I would say, where you gotta like inform people. Versus like American cartoons where they kind of, where there's live action, they don't really necessarily explain everything. I would say like even Young Justice kind of is an example of that, where they kind of like show you like what they do, and then they'll let you know like what exactly did they have in mind, like with a little mini flashback. So there's such a difference in how they go about like presenting their thing.
Yeah, because man, to see the fight, mainly the point in the fight where it's just Todoroki versus Stain.
Yeah,
like there's so much to that bit, to where it's like, I wish it wasn't just interrupted by story.
Yeah, what they could do, they could be showing like a whole bunch of action at once. It's kind of I think what was a good example in Naruto Shippuden of all things was like in the anime they showed Sasuke, he was about to kill Sakura when he pretended to like recruit her, and he was like, "Oh, you can't do it," and he was about to stab him, stabber, and then Kakashi comes in and like it's followed by a whole bunch of like hand combat, and then Kakashi trying to reel him in, and then he goes into the log, does the substitution, and Sasuke like appears from like afar, ready to fight again, and that all happened at once. I was like, whoa, slow down, and then they start talking.
Yeah.
So I think things like that definitely catches people's attention, where like everything happens all at once, and then they finally slow down. It's kind of like, this is pretty recent, but like Civil War's fight scene where Bucky loses control again and like fights everyone in attempt to escape. And then Captain does his whole like reeling in the helicopter with that bicep shot, and then fall into the water, and then they're all knocked out and stuff like that. Where just like it all happens, and you don't really have time to process it, so your adrenaline's going, and then they stop, and you're like, oh god, what happened?
I liked, that's why I really liked the tournament arc. Everything would be happening all at once, just and then it cuts to the stands, and the people in the stands are analyzing and explaining, instead of the people in the fight going, okay, this, and them thinking it aloud, while action is like slowly happening.
Think of the microwave. When in action, I was just like,
wait.
I'm not sure if it picks it up. Yeah, it actually does. Yeah, it does. Because it's like, it's such a thump here too. It's all impacted. But yeah, I think it's much better when they do that, where they have people outside of it explaining it. It makes sense as far as the pacing of the actual fight.
Because no one's going to slow down and explain what's going on. Yeah. Unless you're staying, you're like, yeah, you're right. It's that.
Yeah, you got it.
No, fuck you.
Well, I actually need to like hear the dub for him. It's either like really dark or it's like, yeah, I like that.
I think it's closer. I think it's going to be closer to that. Where it's like scraggly.
Scraggly, but also very menacing too.
Like, think of a mean junk rat.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I got you. But yeah, you were right. Like, a lot of things happen in that fight. Like, as Midori said, it was 10 minutes at least.
It had to be, he said at most 10 minutes.
Yeah, because of like the whole quirk. And I like how like it was consistent with that, where they're all paralyzed at least once. Although Midori might be a little bit off. Well, actually, we don't even know like his limit because he's a blood type O. Yeah. And then he gets the shortest amount of time, which I would like to think it's like either a minute and a half or 2 minutes.
But it had to be less than 8 minutes.
Right.
Like, it couldn't have been longer because Native was paralyzed the whole fight. And
it's only afterwards.
Yeah, and Ida came with him mid-paralyzed.
Yeah. That's true. So
he came with him already paralyzed, and then everybody else came, and it was at the end of the fight that Native was able to move again. He was type B, which means he gets 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's the maximum. And it's crazy, everything that happened there. And I'm talking mainly about Todoroki like being the backup for Deku. Just like summoning the fire and the ice, and just kind of like immobilizing or like redirecting Stain all over the place.
Yeah, I liked seeing Deku being able to actually use his ability.
He uses it pretty proficiently, despite like the amount he can control. That small 5% is, and he's able to use it very well. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, do you remember his training?
Yeah.
You're gonna fight this dude who's been fighting longer than your idol's been alive.
In your existence, yes.
And not just your existence, your idol's existence.
That's true enough.
Who's been fighting just about as long as your entire existence.
And he wants you to fight him.
Yeah.
And you have to fight back.
So his movements definitely match up for his training, and God, it's frightening. He's so proficient. He's such a quick learner.
That's really good. I guess it was the limit of the fact that he never really thought of it as like a full switch to everything versus just like one like
lever?
A lever. to everything. Instead, like he only like isolated to like one part of his body.
Mm-hmm.
I think his only weakness right now for Deku is, well, one, the fact that he can't control all of it. So if he like, and you saw in the fight, if he overexerts himself, even like just by a little, like say 12%, he can't handle that at this time. So I think so far as what I read up, he's able to control 11%.
Oh, cool.
So that's really nice.
Now, is that anime or manga?
That's manga.
Okay.
So for anime, he can only control like 5 or 6%, which is totally fine. Which seems like quite a bit.
Seems
Enough,
like a whole lot.
Like yeah, enough to be considered superhuman. So that's a really cool touch for him. Again, like I say, that the second part of like his weakness might be the fact that he needs to charge all that course through his entire body instead of like All Might, who can do it almost instantaneously, kind of.
He can't just flick a switch and be good to go.
Yeah, he needs like a good couple seconds to do it, which could be really bad against a speed type hero. So if he was one-on-one with Stain, it might have been pretty bad.
He'd been done.
Everyone would have been done in if one by one with Stain.
Yeah.
I like...
What about Endeavor?
Oh god, dude, he's on another level, dude.
Like, how do you think that fight would have gone? Just, oh man, this dude's pretty fast. I'll just set an entire city block on fire.
I don't know.
Because if you think about it, Todoroki, Shota,
Yeah.
or Shoto? Shoto.
Shoto, yeah.
Yeah, Shoto. Shotos are little boys. With Shoto, his thing is fire and ice. That's his quirk.
Yes.
However, our boy Endeavor, his quirk is Hellfire.
It is Hellfire. It is like...
It's not, it's fire, it's Hellfire. That's something else completely on a whole nother level.
Like, I think even though it was passed down to him, Shoto's fire is nowhere near as intense as Endeavor's could be at any point.
And do you think that's because it's kind of...
It could be because of his, like, his experience. He's like, he maybe has his like quirk fully like toned down, or at least down to like a science. Because Todoroki's just getting used to his left side still.
Well, my thought is, do you think it's maybe because it's washed down by being only half his quirk?
That's what I also like to think too. Which is not entirely a bad thing, because Ice has its own like particular usage as well. But the thing that like, and I'm pretty sure like if Todoroki practices his half part of him, left side, then he can do a bit of like what Endeavor could do. He can partially like walk on walls. Well, actually, no. He can, no, I think he could do it. He just have to free
ice steps.
Yeah, so he could do it.
Just entirely different.
Or he could just ice surf.
Like, and God, dude, that was awesome. Endeavor just ran up a wall by melting his feet into the wall.
It works. He's able to like solidify fire for a quick thing to impale
He made a fire spear. You'd never have to worry about the Arctic if you were Link.
No, like his body takes care of it.
She's like, I'm really warm. Not too warm, just warm.
I think maybe Endeavor has like a higher like heat tolerance though, because like he's on fire at all times. He's got to, but he must overheat at some point.
Do you think his favorite...
I think it's his costume though, maybe.
Maybe. Do you think his favorite time of year is summer? Do you think he prefers summer or winter?
I like to think it's actually spring, like a good balance. Whereas like I don't need to feel this hot, but I know when I want to. But winter's like, oh god, I need to turn the heat up just a wee bit more. Summer's like, I gotta keep it on down low. Where spring's like, okay, this is all right.
I can do this.
Shoto, we're practicing. What? Back.
All right, so we're gonna be training soon. How soon?
Sets his entire room on fire, like right now.
We actually started on the walk up here. I set the front door on fire. You can't leave.
So what was that like? that cold open of The Office.
Oh yeah, he's just burning the fucking door handle with the blowtorch.
Like executing a fire drill.
Yeah. I love the cold opens of The Office.
Cold opens are like in general great.
Mm-hmm.
But
what do you think a good My Hero cold open would be?
I'd like to say like a very safe answer would be like the household of like Deku and like his mom being such a worry wart, something like that. But also Bakugo seems to be like very entertaining too.
Mm-hmm. His experience with Best Jeanist is the best. Jeanist.
That'd also be a really good opening too. Cold open, where he's just trying to teach him like different ways, and like it's a collision of like ideologies. From Bakugo's like, let's destroy everything. No, let's do everything stylishly.
Let's be beautiful.
Bakugo's like, Genius pulls out the comb. He's like, no.
Do you want to bring out our special guest over there?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Also, like an interesting like opening would be like with, you can also like call it like Ochako or Uraka, but oh damn, it doesn't really sit exactly where it needs to be.
Hold on, you might be able to fix that if I. Bam.
There we go. It's an interesting dynamic between her and her mentor. So like she's like completely like, I guess, enamored with him, and the fact that like he's not exactly what he seems. He's not this like thug like person. He's actually very well like down to earth type of dude.
He's not just some gun face guy.
Yeah, he's not some gunhead. Is that a boyfriend? No, I'm not.
Oh yeah.
Is that a boyfriend? God.
What would you do if I just started floating right now?
That would be insane.
That's what made it a special edition.
I would be like, how did... Okay. Alright, Papanos, I never give you as much credit as I should have given you. You win. But, I don't know, like, I think any portion of, like, maybe the next episode we're gonna see would have been a good cold open.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Sue on the ship. Or, well, actually, we saw a good amount of, like, the modeling thing.
Yeah, we saw a good amount of the girls and the hardeners.
Yeah. Earphone Jack girl. Yeah. Maybe that'd work.
Yeah. Earphone Jack.
Our Static Shock.
Yeah. Electabuzz.
Yeah, Electabuzz.
Yeah. Even Invisible Woman.
Yeah, that'd be a really interesting thing. No, just like an excerpt of her life in general would have been like great. Going to the grocery store trying to buy something, but then maybe forgetting to check on the counter, so she just walks out with it, and everyone's like, "Holy shit, what's happening?"
Oh my god. You know, it'd be great. Seeing her morning routine to get ready.
Trying to brush her teeth, like.
Okay, that's one thing I never really understood. How people could lose. This stuff talks for other times. I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah, talks for other times. But yeah, it would be cool to like see her daily routine and just like it's so anticlimactic because there's literally nothing happening.
It's actually totally normal too.
Yeah, it's like her making her bed, brushing her hair, brushing her teeth,
putting her like clothes on. If she actually does, that isn't like maybe going to school or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's like, I'm pretty sure like the family's already used to it. Maybe the mom is like invisible too, or father's whatever.
What if none of them have quirks? What if she was just the anomaly in the family that happened to get a quirk because of the new generation?
Yeah, maybe. That'd be cool. I don't know, that's strange.
And her parents are just like walking like this all throughout the house, just trying to make sure they don't bump into her.
I can imagine Dad reading the newspaper like,
so, dear. She's not here yet.
Sweetie. Oh, thank God. Oh, oh, Jesus.
Why were you so quiet? What?
Yeah, that actually would be a really good one.
Mm-hmm. Just an entire episode based around her daily routine. That's all I ask. There's certain characters where it's just like, God, I want to know what their whole home life is like.
Also, All Might, that'd be an interesting one.
All Might would be interesting.
It's like,
how does he eat? How does he stay alive? He has no digestive system, and half his respiratory system is destroyed.
all for one.
I guess.
What if he's always starved? Well, actually, he does eat, but like, just to humor me, what if like he's always starving and he feeds on the muscles like when he uses like all for one, and they just like he so happens to like have like interventions like between then. I mean, that wouldn't really work now that I think about it. Maybe add some like green tea in addition to that. God, imagining what that feels like.
Right? Huh. I wonder if Headphone Jack. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, same here.
I wonder if she can like plug herself into a radio or something like that and just like listen to it and be like, yeah, I like music.
Yeah. Or Pinky.
Pinky's cool.
Yeah, I like Pinky. She's like really just chill. That'd be a really interesting one. But yeah, is there anything else in regards to like, I guess everything that we covered so far? I think, no, I think
there's someone in it called Lunch Rush.
Someone Lunch Rush? Is that one of the new ones?
No, that's part of the staff of the school.
Okay, maybe we'll see them later. Or maybe we already have.
Oh, it doesn't give their hero names. It just gives like
their full name. Well, I guess they started off with their full names. So
I demand hero names.
We'll see until later.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I scrolled too far into things that I shouldn't be seeing.
Yeah, it's fine. Actually, there is one hero, or at least one student that I'm really interested more about, because like she seems to have a little bit more of an influence on the show, and that's like one done from 2B or 1B. It's the girl who looks like she's like in a Chun-Li outfit. It's the one with the big fist quirk.
Her?
Yeah, it's her.
Itsuka Kendo.
Yeah, because like it's weird because like she shows like she is kind of a minor character, but she also has some significance because she's shown up a couple times, mainly to just calm down the other guy who's just like talking big, and now she's also like part of the internship with Momo. And I kind of want to know like how exactly does she fight, like just like in general and also in her outfit. Like how's that outfit like work for her in any sense? Because it's like she's like interesting character in the fact that she's there and she has more like dialogue than most others. I do like how like on the wiki you can see just like a bit of like their overall like rating as far as like
yeah. She has C power, E speed, C technique, B cooperativeness, but an A in intelligence with a 5 out of 5. Way to go! Woo! All right, what's our boy Midoriya look like? No, I don't want videos. Oh my god, freaking Child Midoriya.
Child Midoriya is best Midoriya.
So he sucks at literally everything except for cooperativeness, technique, and intelligence.
Yeah.
He has.
Well, I guess that's okay though, because like power and speed comes from All for One. So, like his base form now is just. It's not even his final form. It's good enough as it is.
I like Full Cowl. Full Cowl is like that's an awesome name for the technique.
Yeah. And I don't know if you like saw that, but I actually read too that he has like a different style like later on called shoot style, and it's all about the kicks.
Oh, shoot style.
Yeah.
Like I can barely read because I'm so goddamn blind.
Yeah.
Fucking navel laser.
You just shoot a laser. Oh, I guess
Not get sick.
I think you'd have to improve on like the actual outfit itself.
Wow. Gravity actually has some nice stats.
She has more power. She's more powerful than standard Deku.
Yeah. She has a D in power, E in speed, A technique, A cooperativeness, and what is that? A C in intelligence.
Sounds good.
She's actually pretty good all around.
Yeah.
Now let's go find the guy who has an E in cooperativeness. Our boy Katsuki Bakugan.
Bakugan. Jesus.
Yep, E in cooperativeness. But God, he's all around pretty fucking great.
I guess that's
power,
better.
B in speed, A in technique, B in intelligence.
He is pretty smart. To give him some credit.
I'm genuinely surprised that Deku doesn't have an A in it.
Intelligence? Yeah. It's strange. It kind of showed on his grades too. He's not the best, I would say. A in power.
Shoto has the same exact things except he has a C in cooperativeness, which he showcased in this latest arc.
Yeah, he's good. What about our running man, Lita?
Lita. Oh,
yeah.
Is it Lita or Ida?
I say Lita because it's just like how it looks like it's pronounced, but considering like the Japanese language, maybe it's like something different.
Well, my question is it two I's or is it L-I?
I think it's L-I.
Alright, so it's B-A-C-B-C. That's power, speed, tech, intelligence, and cooperativeness.
So he's good.
Yeah.
Just not as like powerful as Bakugo.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Alright. I think we've covered pretty much everything so far for My Hero.
Going on?
Yeah, and next episode is gonna be a filler, so might cover that, maybe not. Maybe we'll just hold off until like the next transition.
I'd like to cover it simply because that's kind of what we've been talking about in terms of like, oh, what's everyone else up to?
I guess so, yeah.
And their cold openings.
Yeah,
I wonder what the cold opening is gonna be for it, because even anime has that.
they do, yeah.
Where it's like, here's a quick clip. Now back to the action.
Yeah. There's definitely occasions like where anime doesn't show like a cold open, and that's basically just a recap from a plot from before. Like how they kind of did with the Stain fight, they had to do recaps instead of like a cold open. And it's weird with like some manga, in the fact that like anime adapts from it, where it's actually like they cover 2 chapters like in an episode, because like that's how short like these chapters can be. But just kind of like how they did it here, I think from what I read from the manga, in parallel to this, I think they did a pretty good job just dividing it each, so it feels like it's like a natural progression for one episode and then transitioning to the next. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say.
Yeah, I'm good.
Ooh, okay. So we'll end it here. Well, we'll just jump into the next episode like as soon as that comes out. But yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. #bye.
I gotta go to the bathroom. That's why I kind of cut it short.
Yeah.